Hello everybody!
Hello!
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, where we take those three things, mix them together, and magic happens! Synergy. I hope you all have had a lovely couple of weeks. What are you doing, Si?
I was just doing Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Just aging yourself.
Yeah,
Like a
Don't
fine
play.
cedar.
Hey, no more builds.
No more builds in this season.
no more builds.
They've gone with the builds this season. You might want to play it
I,
again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And
Fortnite.
That thing
Right.
that kids do.
recently
Yeah.
on gaming news, Elden Ring got released.
Whoa, what's that?
It's like Devil May Cry, but slower.
How fucking dare you? I like Devil May Cry, but do not compare those two games.
Disadvantage for the rest of the session.
Nah,
Just try it,
you know
right?
you're rolling death saves? Don't bother, because you're fucking dead, mate. Shark comes up on deck and just bites you and takes you away.
I'm here for the cleric. Yeah, there he is.
Whoa. Oh wait, not Kajori, right?
No,
Oh,
Right,
leave that boy alone.
Frederick.
we're going to get a DM PC for the rest of the campaign.
He's just always with the party.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, sorry, we kind of went off on a tangent there. Well, welcome everybody. Hope you had a lovely time. We're back with another session. But first off, we need to take care of a few bits and bobs. Starting with maybe you're listening to this on a particular platform, and you know what? That platform not great, and you want to listen to it on another platform. Well, my boy Si is going to let you know where you can listen to it.
Thank you, Nathan. If you'd like to listen to our podcast, first of all, thank you. And secondly, it would be available at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Stitcher, Wobblecast,
Yeah, thank you.
and
Ooh.
as of this week, we are now available on Amazon Music.
Which I've
I've got nothing quippy to say, so I'm just going to leave it at that.
Nice.
Apparently a great underutilised platform.
Very small. Very small scale.
Very minor. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you, Si. You
Thanks.
do a wonderful job of that every week.
Oh,
Every 2 weeks.
I try.
Yeah.
And you succeed.
Thank you.
Now, there's normally a small video component to it that we do, just in case YouTube is the place for your soul. So, George, give people information about that, please.
You just said YouTube. You
Yeah,
took my
but-
thing.
yeah, but you-
I can't believe it. Can't believe you've done this.
There's
Just
more
kicked
to
me
your
out.
bit than that.
Oh yeah. Hey, if you want to watch us on YouTube, just search Dungeons, Dice and Dudes. Give our trailers a watch and our videos we did a while back. They're funny. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah,
Maybe
The trailers are really good.
I do miss them.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
I feel like are you any good at like animation?
Nah.
Ah, okay.
Nah.
Not even just like
Nah.
like little flapping heads.
Oh, I could do that if you
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
There you
Alright.
go.
Okay.
It's just something for you to
Terence and
do.
Phillips
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
That'd be really cool, yeah.
But yeah, search us on YouTube, Dungeons, Dice and Dudes.
Hit subscribe, click the bell to get notified,
That's the one.
like, comment.
Yeah.
I'll do your bit for you, mate.
Thank
Bye.
you. Please do.
Put a donk on it, there you go.
You could do that.
You don't say.
Right now, Tim. No, Tim.
introduction.
Social media where people can interact with us.
Yeah, so
What can I do?
if you want to see some backstage content, links to stuff, photos of us playing the game, doing other things, having fun, then you can find us on Twitter, where we tweet at Dungeons_Dudes. Or if pictures are more your thing, you can find us on Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, where we're probably a little bit more active than we are on Twitter, because Instagram is king.
If you want to get notified when the latest episode's gone up, we're quite good on Instagram for
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Always good posts.
you're saying we've got pics.
GPOI.
PC for PC.
Also, even though we're not super active on Twitter, we do have a competition going on Twitter.
Still going.
Still going.
It's going.
Still going.
And you can ask us questions as well if you want to. Yeah, thank you,
Yes.
Tim. And finally, now before he does his spiel,
Another. Sorry.
our big D, Danilo, recently raised a bunch of money for a charity. It's the second round of applause he's got.
Still means just as much to me as the first one did.
Is it still going?
I think you can still donate for as long as you want.
There you go. If you want to plug him real quick.
There's no short URL, so instead I'll just drive people to my Twitter, which does.
He's got me.
He's got a whole loop.
You got to drive listeners to
Synergy.
places to get them to do things.
Streams.
Markets.
Got to thicken your revenue stream.
Don't you
Circle
talk about
back.
thinking about streams?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone can still donate. I don't think there's any reason why you shouldn't. And
Yeah,
you can go
so
to my
it's-
Twitter at ThinkCrit. Oh, for Naomi House and Jack's Place Children's
There you go.
Hospice, a very valuable asset. I feel like I butchered it at the end of the stream because I was like, well, fucking knackered, and I was like, charity's good.
You right.
Do
Yeah.
talk about thinking correctly now.
There you go. Sure.
I also do a D&D podcast.
Thanks, Dad.
Called Thinking Critically, and just search for that with D&D discussion podcast as well on any of your platforms. And I'm gonna find out if I'm on Amazon Music now. If we are, we're gonna wait until I do.
George, feel free to cut here.
You can vamp.
Oh, you got to sign in. I'm not having that. Bezos.
Word, come in.
Oh, sorry.
It's a discussion podcast where we take a single word or topic and discuss what it means in the D&D and wider TTRPG framework with different guests each week. And I can't remember what. Oh, we just did Assemble with Dead Oddsy Gamer from Australia, which is very good. Very interesting.
The Avengers come.
Very nice. Yeah. Sorry, I feel like I had, because I didn't tee you up the way I normally tee you up.
I wasn't ready.
It threw you
I
off.
wasn't
Yeah,
ready.
I
It's okay.
apologise.
I can't be a game every fortnight.
Which doesn't have
Fortnite.
builds.
No builds.
No
Yeah.
builds this season.
No bill.
No posts. No posts on Sundays. Stay away.
Lovely stuff. Well, thank you. That was,
Bill.
yeah, there you go.
I had to no on a DD&D t-shirt. The slogan would be like, no builds, no maidens. It's got that energy to
We'll
it.
just have that.
Maidenless.
Buildless.
That's very
Buildless.
Right. Okay. Well, I think that covers all of our bases. All our bases belong to us. Anyway, right. Let me get the music. Let's get the music going.
Let the music play.
Do,
To the moon, to the moon, baby, to the moon. Come on and take me away. To the moon.
Next time on RuPaul's Drag Race. We're going to start this session the same way that we start every session, with a recap of the previous antics. In the last session, the group had been traversing across the eastern expanse to Wei-San aboard the Reef Sprinter. Along the way, the group and the crew had gotten to know each other and encountered various marvels whilst at sea. A few days into their journey, the group had come across a seemingly abandoned ship. Heading aboard, yourselves and some of the crew witnessed a ritual being practiced, which seemed to be around the sacrificing of the crew members of this supposedly abandoned ship and turning them into undead ghouls. With Ulrich engaging with the leader of this collection of individuals, revealed to be Maggie Hummage, a fight thus ensued. Cool.
Scene.
Nice.
Scene. Right, so I'm going to stand up
Oh, he's assuming the position.
Oh my.
She's beginning to manoeuvre.
At the pass between us.
Everyone get your buttholes ready.
Right.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Every time you said abandon ship, I was just thinking,
Time to abandon ship. Abandon ship. Boy, you win. You come to die. That is very Hulk Hogan.
Alright, okay, so we have just come to the bottom of the initiative. Something that I feel bad about. I kind of glossed over the fact that Kajori had gone down. So the various undead that he was trying to hold at bay with his spirit guardians had managed to take him down. And is currently prone next to Ulysses, kind of like somewhat with like a hand outstretched towards you, kind of knowing that you can pick him back up. And Hilden, suddenly remembering that she has a wild shape and can concentrate on spells at the same time, is going to turn into a giant eagle and scoop up Owain.
The eagle.
I don't have an eagle mini here. I left all the rest of them.
That'll do. That'll work.
It's strange because I said an eagle mini, not an eagle noise. Jackass.
Oh,
you just
Why
got
did it go
ducked.
to me?
I didn't say it was you.
it's just
I won't play a game. All your life you pretended to be an eagle. Now, eagles are around you. Live or die.
Show how patriotic you are. Eagles. There's a key inside an eagle.
She can get you like halfway to the ship.
You're getting Lord of the Rings.
So Hilda,
Playful.
kind of running, taking the. I think she had already taken the hit from the undead behind her. As she starts running towards your unconscious body, and turns into a giant eagle and clasps your body and flies off towards the ship. Now, I
I like your gesticulation today. It's full on.
You're full of beans today.
Extra gesticulation.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like it is part of ritual and he's going to sacrifice us to a demon though.
I mean, as long as it's chill.
Just ignore the paint on the floor.
Oh no. Oh,
This isn't the Star of David.
What's that, Phil?
Oh my god.
Oh
There
my
we go.
god.
A little bit of muffin.
I'm not good for sugar.
You don't eat sugar.
Okay.
Oh no, I said I'm all good sugar.
So yeah,
Oh.
so water warp
My sugar.
isn't actually concentration, so that's fine. Doesn't make too much of a difference. Okay, so she's part way. The crew are either dead or are on a lifeboat, making their way
Oh,
away.
they were
Making their way
on the
downtown.
left-hand side, aren't
On
they?
the left-hand
Down
side,
there.
yeah, of the ship.
That legally blonde vibes.
Right, okay. We're back to the top of initiative. Sabine, you've had 2 weeks to think about what you're going to
Yeah. Yeah, I toyed up getting up close and personal, but then thought,
do. You're just going to jump into that lifeboat with them.
nah. So she's currently invisible. As far as she's aware, no one knows she's there. Am I 30 feet currently?
Yes, I think I counted it out, and you are 25 feet, I think.
So if I were to use a bit of my movement to just get over the side of the ship, hold on to the side, would I still be within 30 feet? Just to give myself a bit of cover. If there any retribution that might come my way from about to do.
You would be. I would just say that hanging off of a ship and firing a crossbow would probably impede your accuracy somewhat. But there's nothing to stop you from taking shots and then jumping off
Okay.
or climbing over.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll wait then. So from my invisibility, I'm going to go and take some shots at old Maggie. Old Maggie. Maggie!
Is that
Yeah.
so these little baddies?
So that's Maggie.
You're good about it.
Just at the front of the circle.
Batman.
Ulrich just behind. Death Knight behind Ulrich. And then a bunch of deadies.
I didn't
Oh, Ulrich's in there somewhere, is he?
Ulrich is in the mix. And
Oh,
he
so
is-
this is her.
At the front.
Ulrich.
At the front of the circle.
Is that advantage?
Good.
Advantage?
Or are you bad at
It's-
the moment?
Advantage because
20
you're
HP.
invisible.
Yeah, but are you killing them or are you killing me? Yeah.
Oh no, I'm killing people.
Okay, cool.
I'm not turning them.
So I'm going to definitely take 2 shots, 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just roll those first. I don't know what I'm going to do in my bonus action just yet.
Okay, so what was the first one?
The first one is 23 to hit.
So that hits.
Would the second one still have advantage?
No.
No. Straight roll. 18.
18. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, 18 hits.
Cool.
So both hit. First one with sneak attack.
Lovely. Chromatic bolts loaded for both as well. So let's. Chromatic bolt! Let's do the chromatic bolt festival.
Because she's within 5 feet of Ulrich, does that get sneak attack?
Because he was invisible.
Oh,
Because
nice.
he had advantage.
Dubs.
Sneak attack may be my least favourite rule in D&D.
So it's going to be acid damage on the chromatic bolt, just as a side note.
Okay.
Which will be 3 points of acid damage. I'll just try and remember all of this.
Yeah. It's quite important to keep notes.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Quite rightly.
Secondly.
Oh, that's fucking shite. So 15 points on the first hit.
Points on the first hit.
All of that sneak.
Nice.
It's
Maybe not nice.
No, it's pretty bad sneak.
It's still damage.
It's damage.
It's summon. It's summon.
I'll take damage.
Put a dent.
Okay. Next chromatic bolt
Yep.
will be. Let's cop.
Oh.
Copovan. That's going to be poison damage.
Okay.
That will be 2 points of poison.
Okay.
It's good.
Oh, sorry. Plus 4 to the last hit. Sorry, I forgot that just the plus 4.
Okay.
So did I say 15? So it'll be 19 total.
Yep.
And then 6. So 10 plus the poison that she just got there as well. 12.
12.
So that's it for the first 2 shots. I was hoping for more. How's she looking?
She's not looking amazing, but she's still standing.
Yeah, no.
Both bolts kind of like sink into her, and you can see that even though you can see some of the chromatic energy like pulse into her, you can still see that there's like a flow of green necrotic energy around her.
Just be like, Sabine just looks at it and just goes, Maggie, I'm sorry we didn't save your son, and then over the boat. And then bonus action, hide? Somehow, on the side of the rigging of the boat.
Sure, okay.
Do like in Uncharted when you're on the edge of something and
Yeah, so invisibility's gone.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Make a stealth check. As you have quite obviously rolled off the side of the ship. But hey, you could be in the ocean. She doesn't know.
27.
27. You feel pretty hidden.
Not a trace of those fingers grasping
No,
on.
you don't.
Two little red horns poking over the top.
I'm not here.
That's what you use it to hold on.
Yeah.
Make like a flopping noise.
Okay. It is now
He said plopping, not slopping.
Maggie's turn. As she kind of pulls out the bolts that have sunk into her, she begins to float.
Oh shit.
5
Shit
feet.
just got real.
Do I get attack opportunity?
Nope. It's 5 feet in the air. Still within your attack range.
Still within your kissing range.
As she floats 5 feet in the air, you can see her just kind of floating just above the eye line of the. You can see that there's now the circle that is underneath her starts to glow brighter.
I'm in the middle of that.
As she, trying not to be too loud to my neighbours, you will not stop me from seeing my son again! And she releases a wave of necrotic energy. I just need to see if
I just thought it might be a bit intense if your neighbours did hear that. They'd probably just think it's an argument.
I need Quinn,
Yeah.
Ulysses, Kajori, and Kendrick.
I failed because he's unconscious.
We'll see. And Ulrich. I need all of you to make charisma saving throws. She cannot see you, so you do not have to.
If you're within a certain distance of me, you get some
So,
extra to that.
I think it's Kajori and Kendrick that get that from you.
And it's within 10 feet.
Yeah, it's them too.
Plus 4 bonus. So therefore,
Charisma, yeah.
Yep.
14 charisma.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is this a spell? Is it too late to count a spell? Is it an ability?
You still. It's still the same round where you use your reaction.
Well remembered.
Yeah.
15.
Okay, so Quinn,
15.
fail. Ulrich,
7.
fail.
27.
Hey!
7, success.
Great
Right.
success.
Gonna use the gold one for Kajori. It's a
Come on,
plus 1, but
Plus 5 total. Because
Yeah. that's a success. Kajori. And
Boy, shit, what up?
for Kendrick.
If I want her to see her son again, can I just pass? Because I don't know what that means.
Kendrick's within 10 feet of me, so he would also go.
Rolled a natural 4 though.
So that's a 9.
So Kendrick also fails.
Not Kendrick, but Martin.
I got royalties and royalties and stuff like that.
So
Oh lord. Oh Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
okay. So she's risen into the air and let out this burst of necrotic energy. She releases these divine words. Quinn, how many hit points do you have?
Low. 13.
It's very apt.
13.
You're dead.
Yeah, probably.
As you see her slowly rise up and you see this pulse of green energy flash towards you, what are the last things that go through your mind as you die?
Shoot!
Who the fuck is her son?
Very logical. Yeah.
I don't deserve to fucking die to some scrub that I don't even know. It's very unbecoming.
Wasn't even supposed to be here today.
As that confusion runs through your mind, darkness takes a hold of you. How many hit points do you have, Ulrich?
What were you about to call me?
Ulrich.
I have 27.
27. Okay. Similar energy washes over you. You are blinded, deafened, and stunned for the next hour.
Okay, so you can't take any turns anyway, so
It's on fire.
yeah.
Luckily, Kajori is okay. You feel that similar energy wash over you, but there's almost like this crackle of electric energy that kind of flashes over you, and the necrotic energy kind of comes over you like a wave. You are unaffected. Similarly, you see Kajori has this like flash of divine light from his weird tattoo of the other light as it pulses and seems to cover his body briefly.
Sweet boy.
Sweet boy. Kendrick is also blinded, deafened, and stunned for the next hour. As that happens, Ulysses, and are you still kind of like looking over a little bit?
Yeah.
We're saying?
Yeah.
You see everybody in that circle begin to disappear.
I'll see you then.
Including Ulrich.
Including Ulrich.
It's time to get off the dick.
Anyway.
Clean.
So, Maggie, it's used the bonus action to cast Divine Word. So yeah, Ulysses, Sabine to a certain extent, you see that everybody within that circle starts to phase in and out of view. Unfortunately, Ulrich, you are blinded and deafened.
Okay.
So you do not see what is on the other end of this, whatever's happening to you. Fuck's sake. The only thing that you feel is you hear some slight muffled sounds, and you feel a sudden and hard impact on your chest. And after this pulsating stops, all that is left is Ulrich and the undead. The Death Knight and Maggie are no longer there.
Oh, shit. Bro.
I'm already undead, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm on to you.
How do you do, fellow undead?
Okay.
Something of an undead now, so.
Bunch of exposition gone there.
Where?
He couldn't see where they were going.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's fine. Layer action.
Can I feel it? Can I just...
No, because you're stunned as well.
Cool.
You have done this to yourself.
Yes.
Nathan.
How did I do it? I didn't make him roll bad.
But, yeah.
Right, so layer action, nothing happens. The energy from this circle is somewhat diminished. Quinn is dead. There are... I think there's any skeletons left. Ulrich, you are stunned, so nothing happens on your turn.
Yep.
Ulysses, it is your turn.
Let me just check something very quickly on a particular spell. Revivify can be cast within a minute. With Kajori next to me, if I were to cast lay on hands on him, could I also hoist him to his feet?
I would say...
Could my action be hoisting him to his feet?
So you can use a bonus action.
Bonus action to hoist him.
Yeah.
Action to lay
Yeah,
on
just so you
hands.
don't burn your action.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to pump 20 HP onto Kajori.
Okey-dokey. 20 you said?
Yep. And I'm going to say, I'm going to need you to turn these fuckers. Welcome back. And I will begin to move this way, trying to like get in the way of these three a little bit. I can't attack or anything, but I will position myself in such a way that I'm trying to draw their focus a little bit.
Why can't you attack?
Because my action was lay on hands.
Oh, is that your... Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you kind of grasp a hold of him and that kind kind of slight crackling energy pulses through him and almost like kind of brings him back. Like, oh, I knew you were going to sort me out.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Owain, make a death save.
Can do.
I think you had already succeeded once?
I haven't done any.
You haven't done any? Okay.
16.
I think that's a success.
Hell yeah.
Right. Now it's the undead's turn. Now it's going to be 3 against Ulrich. So that is
With advantage.
6 attacks with advantage.
I mean, if some of these don't hit, that'd be great.
If you just get that one to move 1 square over towards you, Ulysses.
They're not auto crits, or is that just incapacitated?
Just with advantage, right?
That would be...
Right.
Yeah, so the creature automatically fails, strength and dex save throws, attack rolls just have advantage.
That's getting away lightly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that would then be 3 against Ulysses, 1 against Kajori, and 2 against Kendrick, who is also stunned. Actually, that's a point. Forgot about these ones. So that comes up behind another undead, runs up behind Kendrick. Another one runs up behind Kajori. That one. It's getting pretty fucking crowded over there. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I think that's a space there, is it?
Can I, as a thing, at the end of my turn, just shout as loud as I possibly can, Dahlia! To try and get her attention to hurry.
Oh, or on the ship?
Yeah. Is that her name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just...
I don't know how far it carry, but he would shout at this point to be like, right, we need help.
Evac.
Roll a d20.
18?
18. Okay. I would say in response to that, you just hear a bell like ring out.
Nice.
Hot.
Okay, so we'll start with
bitch.
Ulrich.
Am I still raging, by the way? Have I been come out of rage?
I don't know if being stunned and incapacitated affects rage. So, you want to have a look?
Doesn't rage also
It's
stop me
on your
from
phone.
doing other things?
Rage stops you from being charmed, I know that.
It's just if you haven't done or taken damage, right?
Yeah.
He's about to take some damage before his next turn, so...
Yeah, I just don't know if it drops you out of it being stunned, but I don't think so.
Drop me out.
She dropped him out. She dropped him out.
Yeah, it only ends if you've been knocked unconscious or if you end your turn without having attacked someone.
Or taking damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say still
Still
up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then you're even probably more angry, aren't you?
I'm fucking pissed.
Right.
Okay, cool. Then that's a bit better.
First of 6 attacks with advantage. It's a natural 19
Yeah, that is.
and a natural 20.
You say natural 20?
Yep.
Did you?
Are you sure? Do you want to double check that?
Okay, so let's do these.
Fucking natural 20.
Yes, 15 and a 20. And the first one was like a 17 and a 19. So,
I'm gonna fucking die.
because you're always in the mixer.
Yeah.
There's lots of
It's
mix.
not way to have a character that isn't.
For the first one, you take 20 points of slashing damage, knocked down to 10 because you're raging,
Yes.
and 8 points of necrotic reduced to 4.
I mean, you're going to go down, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
Almost there.
14 reduced to 7,
Uh-huh.
and then again 14 reduced to 7.
Your boy is on the floor.
On the floor.
How many more attacks are left?
4.
Oh, so he's dead as well.
Unless they roll super bad. Natural 19. That's 2 death saves.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Another natural 20. That's a 19 and a 20.
So we can be train drivers now.
So, Ulysses, as you're like fending off these various undead, you just see Ulrich just standing there, just having his insides pulled out by these undead creatures.
Fuck.
Is that that scene from Dead Set right at the end?
Yeah.
The Shaun of the Dead.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay. This is now the 2, 3. 3 against you, 3 against Kajori, and then 3 against Kendrick. So the 3 against you don't have advantage. So the first 2 attacks, one is an 18, one is a 7.
18 will be.
Okay. These are without modifiers at the moment, just in case. Natural 19.
Yeah.
And then the final 2 attacks is another natural 19.
Okay.
So that's 3 misses. So,
Misses? You missed on him, but not on me.
3
it's
of
only
them.
3 of them.
Still 3 hits, and I'm not that healthy looking, and I don't half my damage. So, woo.
So the first one,
Yeah.
first one you take 7 points of slashing damage and 4 points of necrotic. 11 points of slashing damage, 6 points of necrotic, and 6 points of slashing, 1 point of necrotic.
Okay, 2 seconds. That's another 7. Okay, still up.
So you're fine.
Looking very bad.
Yep. So the 3 against. Actually,
As if this guy's pretending he doesn't want a TPK.
I got you out of there.
Stood a death saves, mate. I'm waiting to get
Yeah,
healed.
when you get to the boat, you'll be fine. Right, so the ones against Kijori, you got him up, so they don't have advantage.
Oh lord.
I thought those were bones there. Just a crack in the chair.
Did the old like Cephalon's entrance.
I don't have a skull or a bone.
I don't have a life anymore.
Anyway, Ripley.
George, cut that out.
Yeah, George, you okay?
Right, Kijori. First 2, so natural 15, so that one will hit. That's just 1. Natural 20.
Bruh!
What the fuck?
You all need to chill.
Last one misses. So he doesn't lose
great.
any death saves
What a
immediately.
great time.
And just in case they roll super low. No. No. As you kind of bring him back up and you're fending, Ulysses that is, and you're fending off these creatures, you see Kijori kind of like start smacking them away and trying to keep them off, and then one jumps up onto his shoulder and bites the side of his throat out.
Oh my god. So our man's dead?
He's back down.
Put down again.
Did you know he's the
this is
MVP?
He was the only person that could feasibly get all of this shit away as well.
Yeah.
He's... What an ass.
Watch your caboose.
That's America's ass.
Hook the bag back on the head.
Okay.
He's like a whip it.
I'm like, whip it.
One's against Kendrick.
Oh.
6 attacks with advantage.
6.
Against
It's
who?
been 6 against.
Oh,
Adrian.
sorry.
2 attacks
So-
creature.
There's a natural 15, so that will hit him. So first attack hits. Second attack.
Mobbed.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Cool.
Second attack misses, even with advantage. Third attack. That one will hit. So it's got 3 more. Natural 17, that will hit. Natural 15, that will hit. That's 5. And 6 and a natural 1, so that is 3 out of the 6. No crits. But doing great. He is still up.
Who?
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick Run, strike me from afar. A lot of bodies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right old shag ball.
Death Knight's gone.
Cool t-shirt.
Kajori. That's a roll of death save.
Yeah.
Going for gold.
Sorry.
Come on, Kajori.
Clocked it.
Thanks for letting me
A
know.
12. So that's one success so far. Hilden is going to get you to the boat. So that's fine.
Okay.
We'll address that in a minute.
Okay.
That's the crew's turn. Right, at the top of the initiative, the ship is going to pull somewhat up to the side of this ship. Obviously, you don't have to do it because there's not enough space on the table.
Are they?
Yeah, they're pretty much parallel. So, we're just going to do everybody on that ship their turn. So, first of all, the reef sprinter comes up to the side of the ship. Let me just pull up.
That little gunpowder dude, I just want them to be like Uzis or something.
Like that whole minigun
so-
strapped to his back.
Roland is going to attempt to stabilise you.
Yes, Ronan.
Bullet holes like all the way down the ship.
Okay, that is a success, and you come back with 6 hit points.
I am blessed. Thank you, Sanin.
So that is Ronan's turn. Smith, who is on the ballista at the back of the ship, is going to take a shot at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's in the bank account.
It's got like a lightning bolt.
No,
AoE.
she's got a massive.
Yeah, but it's in a line, right?
Yeah. Let's roll the gears for him.
Shish kebab him into the back door.
Natural 1.
Oh,
Marker.
that's
Where was that?
Shoots.
Where was that when the Westworld fell? Hey?
I don't know. What do you want from me? You just because you're the only one really there. Just see this massive, thick piece of wood and a jagged metal spear tip just go, and like loads of the undead's like hair kind of like blows away a little bit with it as he begins to reload another one. Dahlia is going to. She's got the range. She is going to take 2 attacks and try and clear off some of the undead on Kendrick. No, she's still on the ship. Yeah, she's just letting it coast and just firing from a distance. So first attack that hits. Second attack, natural 20. So first. That deals. So that's 10. So this guy, head just pops off.
She's like sniping.
Yep. Just gonna use action surge to do it again.
Artillery. Backup has arrived.
Natural 20 again.
Oh, damn, son.
Where'd you get that?
Single shot. This guy dies.
Damn.
Goes through the chest and the heart comes out in the front.
Nice.
Fit.
Final attack.
Is going empty.
Natural 1.
Okay.
So cleared some of it a little bit.
Fit.
And that is, there you go.
How many diamonds do we have as a pie?
One with 10k
Cool.
value. Or 5k value, or something like that.
So that'd be interesting to see who they pick to bring back.
Not me, mate.
Oh,
Was
wow.
any... They've tried to revive him before, it
Didn't
doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it does mean burning a very expensive gem.
If anything, that's a deal they get.
Back to the top of initiative. Sabine.
Fuck. Okay. That. Yeah, shit. Is that 30 feet from there, would you say? Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would say that you'd have to pull yourself up so you're not dangling and trying to shoot at the same time.
Advantage because he's in with them, right?
You don't get advantage, you just get sneak attack.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. I would pull myself up, but I don't think I'd fully get on the deck seeing how fucking messy everything got. Yeah, just lean on
Yeah,
deck.
right now you can just see, Ulrich having his guts ripped out, you see Kajori being torn into, and Ulysses just in an absolute shit show.
Knowing Ulrich's history, I'm sure he's enjoying it, so he'll be alright. He's fine.
Who needs bounce? Not
He'll
me.
be alright. He'll bounce back from that, surely. His head comes off. Maybe not.
Just walk it off.
Yeah, walk it off. Well, I'll go for the one in the middle.
Take a deep breath.
Try and clear a path for him.
Ahead.
Oh, 4, you'll be alright.
25.
That hits.
Go for 3 shots, I'll just see if they all hit. 14.
14. 14 hits.
And then 16.
Yeah, they all hit.
So 3 shots. I'll do the first one. Sneak.
Well, just do the first one first.
Right.
See how much damage you do.
Alright then, my love. So it's going to be a chromatic bolt with some fire damage, baby. 1 point of fire damage. What is it?
What's the one?
6 points off the bolt. One of those being fired.
Okay.
Rolling that shit. 16 points of damage off the first hit.
Okay. Still standing, but looking very wounded. So now we'll do damage for the second one.
Second one.
Possible for us.
Another chromatic bolt. I will mark these off as I do as well. That is going to be 1 point of acid damage.
Okay.
So not 1 point, it's going to be acid damage for 6 points.
Okay.
Plus 4 from the, so that'll be 10.
That one is now dead.
And then with my third shot, I'll just go on for this one here. Yeah.
Sure. So we already know that it hits.
Yeah.
With that one, you just see like the bolt sink into its back, and just like there's like a puff of like green hue, and you just see a hole start to deteriorate in its back, and you can see through and just see all the organs and stuff start to droop out of it as it collapses.
Motherfuckers. And then thunder damage on that one. 5 points of thunder. 9 points of damage on this one.
Cool.
And then just kind of like ducking down from deck. Does she see that Quinn's dropped from where she is?
From where you are,
Probably not.
Cannon there. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
between the cannon and the elevation, no.
She knows
not
all
from
Rick's
where you are.
down. She knows all Rick's
How
down.
about now?
There
There
he
was
is.
like a little rock.
Rolled down the steps. Oh, there he is.
Okay. Maggie is no longer there. Layer actions are done. Quinn is down. Skeleton's dead. Ulrich is dead. Ulysses, it is your turn.
So I'm going to use Lay on Hands again.
Yep.
On myself this time. For whatever I've got left, because I'm very close to going down. So that's 35 points of healing.
You got any spell slots left? Like Cure Wounds?
I don't have that spell.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Paladins don't get any spells.
I can hit things creatively. But I can't. Should have taken a couple of casts in a fighter to get action surge, but there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna, for my action, I'm gonna use Lay on Hands for 35 healing.
Nice.
And I'm gonna run this way. I know that I invite attacks of opportunity, but I've got 40 feet of movement, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, so I can get to the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go there. I know that they'll probably attack me on the way through.
Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. Just get single rolls though. Natural 20.
Great, cool.
You said it like 7 times tonight.
That is 13, so that doesn't hit. That is 20, 30,
Yeah, okay.
and 16.
That doesn't hit.
So 2 hits, one's a crit. So that one. So that's 18 points.
Is that after double? Before
That
double?
is the double.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Let's do.
It's a big
And 2 points of necrotic.
Cool.
And then for the other one, that is 6 points of slashing and 1 point of necrotic.
Cool. I'm still up.
Thanks.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Yep. Okay. Owain? It's your turn.
I don't have an action or a bonus action to do it necessarily, but I will kind of on the stairs, like try and obscure myself from those 3 as possible,
Okay.
as best I can.
I will say that because you were kind of busy up there, as you kind of run up the stairs and you get kind of halfway up, you could just see Quinn's body just like sprawled out on the floor.
Like my heart kind of drops a bit, but that's like it's fine. That's why I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. Owain.
That's why I'm here.
So from where the Reef Sprinter is positioned, you're probably about 30 feet away.
Okay.
You're kind of like, well, let's say 10 feet distance between the ships.
Cool.
How much distance you got like turn undead?
That is a good point.
If you can still do it, I don't know if you used it up on it.
No, I didn't get a chance to use it. So
You used it at the beginning of the fight, so I don't know if you have multiple.
Oh yeah,
uses.
sorry. I have one left.
Cool.
Come on, baby. Make it count.
There it is.
Cure wounds.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Turn Undead. It's 30 feet.
30 feet, perfect. So that is 2, 3. So you get 3 of them.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So that's a wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it normally comes up. But it doesn't. It's not telling me what the save is.
I'm pretty sure it's wisdom for that. It's your primary spellcaster.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Okay. So look. So that's a 16.
Oh, sorry.
So,
It's just not telling me what it needs to be.
it'll be your spell save DC, I imagine.
It should just be under
Okay.
features and traits.
The bottom.
Turn undead.
Bloody hell.
Sorry.
Who doesn't know their character, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Casting my mind back to all those times as Nephros forgetting sneak attack. No shade.
How'd it work again? How'd it work?
Nah.
yeah,
I can
sorry.
just see him. Do I have sneak attack?
He's surprised.
It tells me on the blurb, but not when I click on it. That's why I'm getting confused. So the DC is 60.
Okay, so the first one behind Kendrick succeeds. The one in front of him. It's a 4 fails. And the one just next to that one is an 8 fails.
Cool.
These 2 have failed, so they are now frightened and have to use their action
But don't
to
they get
move away.
evaporated though?
Yeah, so as long as...
So a certain challenge rating, isn't it? Challenge rating 1.
Challenge rating 1.
Yes.
Your 11th level, so it's 211.
Oh.
So
So they're done, mate. Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah?
2 or lower.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so...
That's fine.
They are.
So these 2 just evaporate as...
I like to think there's a glowing light. They just disperse.
Yeah, so a kind of a wash, almost like a wave of kind of teal-like energy washes over, though the one behind Kendrick kind of shudders a little bit and you can see some of the skin flake away. The other 2 in front just burst
Love
into
that.
bits.
Love that. Can I... Yeah, because that's not a spell, is it? So I can still do a spell as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to do some mass healing word. So anyone in a 60 feet radius, hold on to your butts.
Me?
So who can I see
Well, you're
in that
dead.
range?
We don't get but like
50,
wouldn't
50,
it bring
60.
me
If it's within 10 feet of this,
Yeah.
on a diagonal, I'd just about be it, I think.
There you go.
Sweet. So
Go play. Go play, go play.
Six.
Who gets that?
Anyone in that 60 feet radius.
That you will
give me red.
Oh,
Probably
fuck.
not. I don't need it either, really.
6 HP each.
Yeah.
Does that include Kajuri?
Yeah, all the friendlies. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit, okay.
So how much is that, sorry?
6.
6. Kajori is back up with 6 hit
Yeah.
points.
Back up, baby!
Okay, so he's still prone, but he is
Oh, right.
alive.
It's gone up and down.
I'm getting
That's the end of your turn.
I'm going to take a step back as well. Just to be on the safe side.
Okay,
I'll step back into like a kneel and I'm still just like...
sure thing.
Bad
Okay, so
again,
Oh.
weird.
this guy, this undead creature, moves up in front of Kendrick.
Who took 6 HP healing?
Yep. This one, this skeletal boy, moves around and gets in front of Kajori.
I'm going to try and follow me. What's going to try and follow me?
This guy is going to move over to you.
There it is.
This guy
Should be a clip.
is going to move over to Sabine,
How much movement has he got?
30.
Still hanging off the side of the ship, firing. Just, you know.
And that's another one to Ulysses. Ooh.
She's good.
She's good. Right, so two attacks, or 4 attacks against Kajori with advantage because he is prone.
Good lord.
Natural 19.
That boy's getting kissed. Don't fucking say it. Natural
You-
1.
Fuck you and
natural
natural
one.
20s. That's at least a billion this evening.
I mean, they all get 2 attacks, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Daddy, it's hurting us.
Right, well, let's do this one. So that was 2 hits so far.
He's got 6 HP. Doesn't he?
Yeah, so the first one takes him down. The second one being a crit means he goes down 2 death saves.
Kajori.
Yeah.
The final one is a natural 16.
He's dead.
It's dead.
Kajori, no!
As he kind of like comes back up and starts to lean up, they just dive.
This
on
kind
top
of feels
him.
like when Sean Bean dies in Game of Thrones for me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a
That
lot.
was really sad.
It's a lot.
You the sisters, you like are on the stairs. You kind of look at Quinn. You kind of look back. You can see like Kajori kind of like reaching out towards you, like kind of tears in his eyes.
Oh, no, don't have that.
Blood pressure. Wasn't he like a murderer though? So everyone don't get your knickers
Yeah.
into
I
it.
mean,
In the past life, he's redeemed himself.
He had done some bad things, but he's a man
redeemed
on
himself.
a
Yeah.
Done good
road
works.
If
redemption.
you do bad
Was.
things, does
Was.
make you bad.
Yeah. Right. So that's 4 attacks against Kendrick, all with advantage.
Oh.
He's going downhill, isn't he?
He's kicked him out.
Don't!
I'm
No!
Kidding. Retire that dice immediately.
It's this one. This one has done like a million.
That's unbalanced.
No, fuck off! Is it another 20?
Yes.
You're a piece of shit.
Petition
Send me
to
the link. Send me the link to those dice.
I think we need like a counter in this podcast
Yeah, I
episode.
will get rid of the gear dice. All right. I'll use.
I'll get rid of the weight.
Right.
The
so
bin's
that's-
over there. You haven't moved.
Because when he plays a character, he wants it.
Oh yes, of course.
So that's
That's ridiculous. That's actually redonk.
That's, yeah.
that's 12.
Not even mad, I'm impressed. We had a whole wheel of cheese.
I'm in a glass case of immersion right now.
He is on 1 hit point now.
Oh,
Hey, those 6 really help though. So that's good.
Yeah, thank you. I live to give.
Okay. It's a 5 and a 4. So the second attack misses. So we've got 2 left.
He's not making it.
Natural 18. Natural 16. So Kendrick goes down, suffers
2 death saves.
2 death saves.
do.
Massive word.
And when that happens, you both just hear Dahlia
Oh yeah, that's good.
like, scream. Like, okay.
She's not gonna be happy.
It is
I
now.
tried to be like, hurry the fuck up.
No,
Kajori is dead.
It's never really the intention.
It's like a mutual respect, right? Of
Yeah.
like combat.
I want
Game
someone
respect game.
that I can fight with that's like going to teach me how to be a better fighter.
I thought that's what we were doing, but
Well, I mean,
You're sparring them.
you cheated, so
You oiled up.
Magic or something.
all wizards did it.
Hilden,
yeah, wizard did it.
Hilden, still in her form, is gonna.
She's got a lot of work to do.
She's got a lot of flying.
Let's go. Come on.
She's gonna fly over,
And lift us out one by one.
grab, fly over, drop wild shape, grab a hold of
Superhero.
Kendrick, and misty step back to the ship.
See ya.
With that, back to the studio.
Okay. Now it's the ship's turn. Let's see if Smith
Five-ball.
can hit. He's going to aim for the 2 in front of Kajori. Let's go for the gear one. That actually hits that one, so that is 3d10.
Big hit.
Let's just take these two.
6. Off the board.
Biggest hit in the world. Okay, so they all take 11, or those 2 take 11 piercing damage. So the 2 just in front of Kajori.
Are they still up?
They're still up.
Okay.
But they've got a big old bolt going through the two.
And they like back to back like
it skewers them, leaving this giant hole, and actually almost hits you, Sabine, as it loses some of its momentum and tears out a part of like the railing just next to you. That is Smith's turn. Ronan, what can he do from a distance?
I think that Mango's bad news. First time I laid eyes on it. Yeah,
Called it.
Ulrich knows things.
It does.
New things.
I mean, his immortal soul's still there.
For now.
Someone has it, but
For now.
Hovering. He's not much of a ranged fighter, so he's just going to try and shoot them with hand crossbow at disadvantage. Is it 20 feet or 30 feet with a hand crossbow?
30.
Okay. Oh, he can hit one of them. Not with a 5 though.
That's a bit clear.
What base test?
Just off into the night. Dahlia, she kind of like gets up onto the side railing of the ship, kind of tying a rope around her, leans forward to get a little bit of like extra range, and she's going to fire off a shot at the ones that have been skewered pretty much. That actually still hits. And so both of them hit. Let's see if they can get taken out with one hit. First one, gone.
Gonzoed.
See ya.
Just bolt after bolt, taking shots, firing. One is also dead.
Damn.
You just see tears rolling down her face, just screaming as she shoots each time. And that is the crew's turn. It's back to the top. Sabine.
Can I try and
Oh, actually, sorry.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
were
roll
meant to
the.
attack me.
Yeah, I forgot that one. Sorry.
See how he does.
I will not roll the.
He didn't
one.
fare so good.
That is a 19.
Shield.
Should what?
You are holding on the side of the ship.
Spare hand?
You're holding a crossbow.
well, if you cast shield and drop, you'll hit the water.
Fine, take it.
Okay.
Yep, take the hit.
There's got to be things
Yeah,
to like
that's fair. Yeah.
using the terrain.
I feel you.
Right. So that is only 6 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic.
Roger that.
So, and only one attack here anyway. So, cool. Sorry about that. Your turn.
After that one's hit me, can I try and just yeet it off the side of the boat? Just grab it and go, fuck off!
Sure. Make an athletics check against a zombie.
You're not throwing that onto the lifeboat with all the.
I was going to say that. No, they're like bobbing.
We're safe.
17.
17. I would imagine that this is going to be
1738.
natural 3.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Zombie's empty.
So that'd be one attack, right?
That would be your
Action.
Action. Okay. Can I pull myself back up onto the deck at least?
yeah,
And then
that's
get
just movement.
And then can I just go 5, 10, 15, 20, get up with this one?
Sure.
Just start hissing at it?
You got bonus action
Oh.
for offhand.
Yeah, bonus action so I can take a shot at it.
Mhm.
No, because I have to attack it with a weapon for crossbow expert.
Ah, okay.
So
Would that not be an unarmed attack? What you did, like yanking it up?
I'll check the wording. Let's check the
Yeah.
wording, but I don't know.
Let's have a look.
Right, crossbow expert. You ignore the loading property, blah blah blah. When you use the attack action, and with a one-handed weapon,
Ah,
you can use a bonus action to
Yeah.
attack with a. So no.
yeah.
What I will
Unfortunately,
do,
if you
What about
wanted,
your
if you
knife?
wanted your hands to be considered weapons, that would be like a monk thing
yeah, no.
or weird
A
homebrew.
Bruce Lee
These are
thing.
Yeah,
massive
so-
deadly weapons.
No, my bonus action won't let me do anything else. So I'm just gonna get up in this one's face and just like fucking hiss at it because Kajori's down. I'm
A
pissed.
little bit of thaumaturgy.
Yeah,
Right.
bitch.
So, there, Queen. Back to Ulysses.
I hate that I'm being dishonest. They didn't attack me.
Did they not?
I don't think so.
They're heading in your direction in the same way the other one.
Unless their movement was their action, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Okay.
You can sleep well tonight.
Yeah.
Right, so first 2 attacks.
It doesn't take me down. Okay.
So one is a 16,
Doesn't hit.
one is a 23.
That does. Yeah.
Okay, and for the next 2, one is a 17
That's the AC.
and one is a 22.
Whatever, Nathan.
I'm not rolling the gear dice. What do you want from me?
There's not.
Don't roll any dice.
Look, they're soft, squishy boys, but they just hit hard.
I'll show them what hard is.
7 points of slashing and 1 point of necrotic.
Okay.
You get hard in a moment's notice.
I'm hard right now.
Only my presentation.
6 points of slashing,
Yeah.
2 points of necrotic,
Okay.
7 points of slashing,
And I'm down.
Oh.
And then 2 death saves because the second attack.
That was the third attack.
Don't want
The third one is
okay.
the one that put you down.
Right.
to. That's fortunate.
My turn.
Not anymore. Oh well.
Death save.
Death save,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's Simon do something?
On that
I'm
20.
trying to do that.
That's a 19.
Success. Okay. Owain, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the edge of the ship, and then who we got on deck on the other ship?
Sabine.
Yeah. So at the moment, the only person you see standing is Sabine.
Are you talking about the other ship?
On the other, on here. But who else?
On the ghost ship.
Yeah. So it's
Sabine.
only Sabine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabine is the only one that's standing.
Oh yeah.
You would have seen me just go down.
Yeah.
Probably heard a big thud.
Yeah.
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 Like
As you go down, you actually crush the steps because of your armor and your muscular
Yeah.
shirt.
Healing words produce any saves?
Healing would get him back up.
Get him up, get him up.
Mass healing word. Motherfucking. Third.
You want
As my bonus action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action anyway. How many hit points?
So we are looking at.
Roll hard, big boy.
11.
Okay,
I've just realised how
back up.
And then
Prone, but
pointless
11.
that might be.
how's
Because before I get to
Yes.
my turn, it's going to
So it's their turn next before it's his turn.
wait? Yeah, it's more.
Mm-hmm.
How close is the nearest fiend?
I mean, technically the only fiend there by lineage is Quinn and Sabine.
Right. Enemies.
Same horizon.
This guy,
Yeah.
this guy.
Quinn just comes around. Like, oh.
The closest guy to you is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away.
Cool. I'll javelin that bitch.
Go ahead. Yeet a javelin.
Cool.
Oh, it's a...
Oh.
It's not a hit.
It's not hot.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to have the DM put us into the G and we sit on this end next time.
Switch dice.
No,
Switch dice.
I won't do it. I was going to get you to roll a d20 and see if it hit.
No, fuck off.
Already dead.
Shishka jewelry.
The rest of this crew is being like, what the fuck?
She just looks at you like,
Okay, so
Well, that's my only javelin. Go on.
unfortunately, as you
Oh my
go
god.
to release, there is a fear instilled in your body as you can see multiple members of your team
Not really good
down
range.
and flies.
You throw it like a hand axe.
I throw it like I'd throw a hammer.
It makes that sound when like a pole hits like the floor. It's like
Step back.
Hollow tubing going really loud.
Let's get Helbin.
Wash your hands of it, walk away.
Right. It is now the undead's turn.
Between words, effectively.
You want it to?
Are you
Yeah.
I could
Yeah, you
nominate
can
myself,
select yourself.
right?
Yeah.
You up? Are you up?
No, I'm super dead.
Oh,
I'm dead.
dead.
And it's been what, 3 rounds that you can do?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not counting.
Yeah, it's been
Just 'cause-
like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be 6 rounds before you get to him. In theory.
Well,
Yeah.
it could
Are you
quite
out of
possibly.
my healing word range?
It didn't help me anyway.
He's dead.
Dead.
Oh,
That's what I thought as well.
oh,
Yeah. So, this undead is going to move round to you, Sabine. Actually, what was
Bring
that?
it on.
5,
Is that
10,
Kajuri on the floor
15,
there?
20,
Interesting.
25.
Or could you?
He's going to move to flanking.
Of course he is.
And then those 2 are just going to remain in front of you, Ulysses. So, that is...
Yes. You do a better.
Do you know what? Let's just see if it would think to do that. Yeah, it does. So, that is 4 attacks against you, Sabine,
Bring it, bitch.
with advantage.
Don't bring it so hard, bitch.
Calm yourself, please.
Give me
Let's use the geared.
Ah.
It's superstition. It won't roll high.
Surely.
Put that shit down, sir.
So, first attack is 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Second attack, 17.
I'll shield that.
Okay.
First one hits.
So can you curse?
24
Hits.
oh my god.
and 17.
So 2 hits.
2 hits.
How's your day been, Tim? Good?
7 points
Good
of
Yeah.
slashing and
about
4
you, mate?
points of necrotic.
Yeah, alright.
Yep.
Let's see my parents.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So I just...
Reminiscing.
And you're quite finished, Danilo. 11 points of slashing and 3 points of necrotic.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
For you, you are prone.
So we get advantage.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, you're not.
First one is a 13.
Oh, it doesn't hit.
Second one is a 9.
This curse might be. We might be onto something with this curse.
You've done it. That's a
Double
thing.
2s.
And a natural 20.
And 11.
Holy shit!
I have the powers to
Right.
curse.
I'm bringing the gear dice back.
that cloak of protection that I've got
Yeah.
is working over
These
something.
zombies, as you come back just as they start to descend on you, and you just immediately great sword up, and just start trying to push yourself up the broken stairs as they're just like biting at you. Ooh.
Right.
That was...
Spicy meat.
4 attacks, all with advantage. Not a 1 hit.
That's impressive.
Finally.
You shut your dirty mouth from now on.
Hexing all his dice.
I mean, someone had to survive this encounter.
What are you on about?
You're gonna be scarred for life.
Crew of the Reef Splinter are gonna be
I
alright.
mean, yeah, I'm sure they will be.
They'll get killed. I'm sure they've got like a. Oh, their cleric's dead though, so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
super dead.
I completely forgot about Kendrick's death save.
He's off the ship though, right?
He is.
Didn't someone get stabilised? Did he get stabilised?
Owain got stabilised.
Oh, well done.
Hilden would have had a turn. Would she not have tried to stabilise him?
But Kendrick's at the top of the initiative. It's just because I've got on here that he's at the same time as the layer action, so
Right.
I've just forgotten about him. It's a 2.
That's which way?
So is he dead?
It's dead.
Oh.
Oh wait, and just
Does
behind
anyone have a
you,
diamond cutter?
just behind you, you see Hilden trying to stop the blood as he just goes still.
Fuck! I mean, I do like that guy
would he not
better
have,
than...
would he not have gotten any hit points from the mass healing word that Owen did?
I mean, he could be one of the 6.
Yeah.
He's one of the 6.
Just 'cause
There you go. There you
There it
go.
is, there it
We'll
is.
do that. We'll do that. Because he's
There's too much
technically
depth
missed
to
like 2 or 3 turns. So yeah.
Still paralysed and everything, but
Stunned and having a horrible time.
Right. Okay. So it's Hilden's turn. So Kendrick's sorted.
please come protect the boy.
Come get
Come
your
get
hands.
She doesn't have
I don't mean even. I
wild
mean
shape.
jewelry by that. But she's I suppose she used it up. But
She does have another Misty Step. She's got 3 slots at 2nd level, so she's going to Misty Step back to the ship. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Which do? So what is that? So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's there. Movement to get up to this one behind Sabine. She's just going to go for just a straight melee attack. Actually, she can get behind it so that she gets advantage on that one as well. Let's use the gear.
human centipede.
Good lord.
Oh my god, this gear dice is insane. That's
That's
a
funny.
natural 19.
You said you'd stopped using it.
I used it for her. I'm
Oh,
using
okay.
it.
Yay! Use that.
Get it in, then get it out.
It's fucking tall.
Yeah, she's a guy.
So that's
Oh, big girl.
10.
That kind of woman.
So he's... I don't think he's been hit yet. Because the ballista hit the other 2. But he is almost dead. That's her turn. It's the guys on the ship. Smit is going to aim for the 2 by you, since his crew's relatively out of danger.
2 by 2.
So many cross fingers right now.
We'll go for the gear
Go
dice.
to the crowd.
Like natural 17. This thing hasn't rolled like lower than a 15 today.
It's
So that is 3d10 against the ones on you.
Oh,
Yes,
like,
yes.
this is good.
With a single shot, these 2 are just annihilated.
Sheesh, come on.
As it like almost rips the torso out of them, and they are just scattered into like body parts.
Damn.
Love that.
Getting hit with a 50 cal.
Love that for them.
Vaporer.
So now Dahlia, 2 attacks. One that's already been damaged. There's a hit. Gone.
Can I just give props to this pillar for not falling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Outstanding.
has been wobbling.
Against
That
all
one-
odds.
that one-
Yes, odds.
The inanimate carbon rod of this podcast.
Give you a cum, Rob.
That one.
90% of
Okay,
things in the
so the
universe are
one
made of
in
carbon.
front of you is now injured. And
Yes. Science.
Son.
And yeah, you'll be next up. So just quickly see that you can dispatch
it.
this one.
Natural 1 on the first shot.
Okay.
Stick it between the ribs and just shoot
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. so I'm gonna
roll
that.
roll again.
I don't know what that is.
14.
14 hits.
Okay, and then go for another 16.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, sneak attack, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
With for flavour,
Yeah.
if it's dead.
It's like
Do you want me to roll?
you just need to roll. I think it's 9.
4 plus 5, from the
Yeah.
bottle. Yeah. So for Flavour, Sabine just takes one shot at its chest, it starts to drop, and then she just wants to take its head and just smash it into this fucking wooden beam and just keep fucking smashing it. It's like, I fucking hate undead fucks! And it's just mush in her hands.
Yeah.
Did it embarrass you in front of them? So.
Right. Okay. So, with that brings us to the end of combat.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Are you sitting down now? Are you sitting down, everybody?
Ulysses would crawl up to Quinn,
Yep.
get up onto his feet and hoist him onto his shoulder, and begin walking to the East River.
That's the vultures over my body. Circling.
Okay. So you get a hold of Quinn.
Hoist it over the shoulder and carry it. And if no one picks up Kajuri by the time I get there, I'll do the same on the other shoulder.
Spin's gonna roll him over and just be stroking his face. It's like, oh, sweet Kajori, what the fuck happened to you?
So Hilden will help you pick up Kajori. So you two have got that one. You do see Ulrich's
Disemboweled.
almost eviscerated
Still
body.
twitching.
There isn't a lot there.
Just one
There's
intestine.
some like partial meat on the bone.
Are his weapons still there?
His weapons are still there.
Bitch! Knowing that he'll likely come back, I'll collect his belongings and leave his body where it is. I don't want to touch a partially eviscerated corpse.
Make a perception check for me.
Not brilliant. Perception. Why has this just suddenly stopped scrolling? Weird.
Yeah, that happens when I hear from me sometimes.
Perception, it'd be a 6.
6. Sabine, if you roll a perception check as well.
So is this a check?
Yeah.
Do you wanna,
Perception.
15?
15.
Yeah.
As you guys are moving over, and you can see Ronan and Smith have started to push like a plank over as Dahlia is over Kendrick's body. As you're moving past that grated area, you just just from presumably other crew members of the ship.
That have been tanned.
Guys, we should get everything off of that ship right now, because there's more down here.
Yeah. So
And then they should blow this ship out of the water with whatever they've got.
Quinn on one shoulder and then Ulrich's belongings in the other. So do we bring the rest of him with us, or
I guess, yeah.
will
Starting
he
Come
just
back.
the sound coming from that little doorway.
We need to move him quickly.
Put them in a sack.
Yeah.
So I'll with his stuff and Quinn, I'll start making my way away.
I will say that there is not much of a body left, and from your knowledge of Revivify,
There needs to be the whole.
yeah,
I'll leave it be then.
Wait.
If he comes back, he'll come back in some way or another. But this isn't going to be the
But we're leaving Ulrich.
Take my head.
what's left of him.
where do
We can't do anything with him right now.
But
No head.
what?
But there's not enough of him left to bring back. We need to go.
Okay. Yep. Time to abandon ship.
you guys start to head over? You just see Smith like, come on, hurry up! And as you kind of step off of the gangplank, you see
The what, sorry?
gangplank.
Sorry, I misheard that.
You see
You're
about
a plank.
as they start
Sorry.
pulling the plank back over, you see about 30 or so undead start to spill out of that doorway. Just start to
What
flow
was he
out,
style?
over the deck of the ship.
I'm going to rush over to Quinn. Check the pulse.
No
Nothing.
pulse. Currently, you have 3 dead people.
Who is it?
Quinn, Kajori. Ulrich is dead, but on the other ship, and you can even just from here, you can just hear just tearing into what's left of his body.
Looks like beats back on the bed.
And Captain Kendrick.
Make your choice.
I thought the messing were.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
So just Kajori or Quinn.
If you got Kajuri,
I'll start rolling up a new character. Fan favourite Kajori.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Do I know he can?
you know he's a cleric.
You know he's a cleric.
Brian, just see if he's got another diamond.
We've got a very short amount of time
Yeah,
for you to find out.
snap
Is there
decision.
another?
I will
diamond?
ask you to look for a diamond on Kajuri's person. I'm going to perform the ritual on Quinn.
So you can use your 5,000 diamond to cast Revivify, which requires like a 500 gold diamond.
Yeah, it's way less.
I'm just
than
making
that.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, what I might do to make it really worth my while is just let him die for like a week, so then I can do Raise the Dead.
You're just like, I could use some peace and quiet.
Actually, yeah, I can cast Raise the Dead, so I'm going to search
Don't they
this
come
other
back
guy.
Kajori.
Don't they come back as a zombie?
Anybody that is
I'm gonna ask Hilden. Do you have a diamond so I can raise Kajuri?
she just kind of says, trying to remember her voice. No.
Is there one on the ship? Not you necessarily personally, but is there something I can use? I don't have long.
We don't have anything along those lines. He's good at keeping people up, but that's the most that he
I'll
can
start
really
rifling
do.
through his pockets, like is that just desperately looking for
Can I
anything.
help with that?
Yeah, sure.
What's your investigation?
My investigation is... Oh, +5.
I'll let you roll. I'll
Mhm.
give you advantage.
16 plus 5 is 21.
21. You go through some of his pockets. He doesn't have like a lot of like clothing on really. Find some little like rope men.
Don't
Oh,
fucking
so
make this
fuck
hard
off.
than it has to be then.
Although that means you might be a serial killer.
Yeah. He's got some dead pets in his pockets.
You find like a little, almost like a little Bible for the Everlight. But that's about it really.
He's not got a diamond. You've got to bring Quinn back.
How long till we are meant to get to land?
As he's like searching his body, you see his fingers twitching.
Kajuri?
Yep.
I'm going to use Divine Sense. Has he been zombified by being bitten? Oh, you motherfucker.
I'm gonna get the diamond over Quinn's heart and pull out my warhammer and just over the top of him.
Okay, so you cast.
Just to let you know, this is 130% more than what the spell is worth. The diamond.
Quinn don't know he's dead.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Just so you know.
You smash this diamond and it shatters, and all of the pieces like fly up and almost like stay in a moment of stasis and kind of hover over his body, and you see that same till-like energy kind of pulsate, and then it like gives a flash, and then there's like a very fine powder that slowly sifts down onto the floor. Quinn, you suddenly draw breath.
I'd love it if the first thing you saw was my holy symbol.
It'd be you, like...
That's like the equivalent of just someone like kneeling down and there's just a
straddling.
ball.
Yeah.
The holy symbol dangling in front of his face.
Dahlia's ran over to Kendrick, who's just kind of like still stunned, still out of it. You see the twitching in Kajori get more excessive.
So I will bind his arms behind his arm using one of the knots that he showed me. I will push him up against the side of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
and look around and see of his crew. Who is anyone paying attention?
Ronan, who is like pseudo like medic for when magic fails, just kind of like standing there a little bit like
Yeah, and I'll just give
jaw
him,
agape.
I'll give him a look and be like, he's turning. He's turned. I don't want to do this in front of you if I don't have to, but he needs to be stopped before it becomes a problem.
He's our friend. We'll take care of this. You should all head downstairs and take care of yourselves.
This week on AMC's The Walking Dead.
Also, after I make sure Quinn knows it was me who brought him back to life, I'm going to go into Kendrick and cast...
Get that shit out of my face.
yeah, as I get up, I just make sure it brushes on your face. And then I go over to Kendrick and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him. On second? Yeah, second.
So they ask you to take him down with you as he's still like just like locked in place.
Yeah.
Kind of eyes rolled back into the back of the head, but there is still a pulse. To place him in his captain's quarters.
What's that? Sorry. Explain where they're taking him again?
They're asking any one of you lot to take him downstairs into his cabin so that he can rest.
Take care of it, I imagine. If you're going to heal him, you'd then take him away.
Yeah.
See the rest of the crew, so Smith, Dahlia, Ronan, Hilden, all kind of like in a semicircle around a now turned...
Is this on deck?
This is on deck.
Yeah. I wouldn't have gone away. I would have stepped well back, but been available as a smitey individual because he's undead in case I'm needed.
At what point would you say the humanoid dies when they...
So with
What's the other alive?
He's living more than all of us, mate.
with undead, as soon as they hit 0, that's when the
So it would have
transition
been
happens.
over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Sabine's just watching the other ship, watching what's left of Aura.
So you haven't like sailed away yet. You're still kind of like floating next to each other, and you can just see that there are undead just kind of all over the deck of the ship. Some of them are like falling into the water as they're like catching the scent of you lot, and there's like just like almost like blood, like a river of blood, just kind of like slowly trickling off the sides.
Sabine's just audibly like wailing about Ulrich, just crying, just watching, just like legs dangling off the edge of the boat, just looking at him.
So you kind of take a step back, but you're still on the deck of the ship.
Like far enough away that I can't really hear what they're saying. I'm giving them as much peace as they need, but I want to be present because I really liked Kajuri, but also in case my particular skill set's required, I want to be available.
So
Did you leave me, Owain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I went to look, like I knew you were up, so I just went to get the other guy.
Mm-hmm. Quinn feels very awkward because everybody's crying and dying. Just come back to like nothing I say here is going to be.
So as you've kind of taken a step away and you're not really paying attention, you can see that there is some discussion, and you can now see that Kajori has reanimated and is just like just trying to like bite out at them. There is still like a faint glow from his Everlight symbol, and after some discussion,
Follow-up question to my earlier one.
sure.
At what point, if not when they hit 0, at what point would the soul leave the body? Is it now when they're about to destroy the body?
No, I would say when
HP?
it's 0 HP. Yeah, it's the same.
I'm trying to.
It's the same with Revivify, where you have that like minute.
Okay.
But because he's turned, it's kind of like a quicker process.
He always was Tant.
You can see that there is some discussion amongst them, and you see Dahlia step forward, take out a blade, hold for a second, and kind of like grabs the short mop of brown hair on top of Kajori's head, and just and decapitates him.
Is the head still?
As it comes off, the twitching stops, and they kind of start to like lay it down. They start to wrap it. You see Schmidt after this happens, storms past you, goes downstairs. You hear like some loud banging noises and stuff. You see he comes back with these two massive kegs, and he just yeets them at the other ship, throws them over. Fucking bastards! I fucking hate you. Bleep that. And throws that over to the other ship.
Pause for effect.
That's because of the music, because of the Wi-Fi.
That's Star Wars explosion. It's like a more of episode 8.
Where
hyperspace
is through.
Yeah. What's like that?
Throws that over, and they kind of roll around. There's a massive explosion as the ship itself gets exploded into half. Bits of like body parts go flying everywhere. Various like half corpses are in the ocean, like still kind of moving around as the ship like slowly starts to break in half. You see like a little bit of the sunrise coming up behind this smouldering wreck of a ship as there's various sounds of undead wailing.
I'm gonna go to where I know there are various bottles of rum.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one up and sit next to Sabine and take a big glug and then pass the bottle over.
Thanks.
There wasn't, in the state he was in, anything we could have done for him. There's still a chance he'll be back.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be our friend when he comes back this time. But
I'm sorry.
he was my longest traveling companion. Tears streaming. He might have been dumb as fuck, but he meant well.
He was a good guy.
Yeah. I guess we've got to follow up with what he wanted to do, right?
Certainly try. I don't have the first clue of where to start without him, but I don't know, I'm not the smartest knife in the drawer either, so...
We've still got the Durgob that we can message. Fuck. That went so fucking wrong. You don't even know who that was, do you, Maggie?
No,
No.
Which kind of makes it worse, because the fact that we almost lost Quinn, that we... Seems like we've actually lost Ulrich this time. And that sweet boy.
At least he seemed pretty devout to his gods. So.
Yeah. Give me just a second. And I get up and go to whoever's from the crew. Just say, what are you going to do with his symbol?
So
whoever it is there.
so other than Schmidt, who after blowing it up is just like staring at it, kind of like punching the railing of the ship. The others are still kind of surrounding the body. They've started to like wrap it up, and Dahlia. Well, I guess. I mean, it makes more sense to bury him with it.
As a man of faith, it would mean a great deal if I could deliver it to a temple.
Make a persuasion check.
not very good. Persuasion.
Yeah.
I've got a decent persuasion, so that's 11. not
That's
decent
fine.
enough.
She kind of thinks about it for a second, and just kind of, yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine. I'm sure he probably would have liked that anyway. Seemed quite keen on you.
And I on him. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I tried.
That's right. Happens that way sometimes out here, but we get Ronan to prepare the body, and we have a funeral tomorrow. I think everybody needs to get some rest. We need to get the captain out of whatever it is he's in.
There was one of ours got it as well. It was some kind of magic. I'm sure it will wear off, but beyond my specialty.
Me too.
Yeah.
And they continue to wrap and start to move Kajori's body. They do start to set sail away from the smouldering wreck, and everybody kind of starts to retreat away. You are not permitted to be in the captain's quarters.
I'll probably just hide on the top deck until everything settles and people start going away. I don't wanna-
So
back to the wine room.
you
But then I would have done, if that's now, might have knocked on the door.
so after that happens,
Yeah.
Dahlia starts to head to the captain's quarters,
Yeah.
and like you hear the sound of a door locking. Smit and Ronan and Hilden, after moving Kajori's body into that little kind of hatch area where all the goods were, just in case, they all start drinking amongst themselves. So yeah, everybody's kind of preparing to like wind down.
I don't know where else to go. Ship.
Well, there's still the hammocks.
There's the two of us sat on the side of the ship drinking.
You got Owain wherever he is.
So where did you go?
I was.
What are you up to?
He was helping.
Oh,
he was
no,
helping
it's-
He's like, yes, Ulrich is dead.
There's like a hole in the, like just staring at the burning ship.
Disgraceful behaviour.
Go and touch you on their shoulder.
Circle back. No, I put my hammer and then solemnly take off some of my armour and just head back upstairs. If I pass Hilden on the way, I'll try and shake her hand. If I pass her?
Yeah, if you were going from the kind of the like where the hammocks are and whatnot, they're all kind of sat nearby Smith's like working station, because that's where most of the rum is. But they're all kind of sat in a semicircle, and
Maybe
you can
share a nod.
yeah.
Quite unceremoniously, but with nice thought behind it. Sabine's going to think back to when her and Ulrich were playing instruments back in Brightshade. He was playing a stool, she was playing the spoons. I've checked my inventory, I've still got the spoons.
That's when I first met you guys.
Yeah, so she's going to, whilst getting pissed and crying still, she's going to start playing the spoons. A really sombre spoon playing whilst thinking of Ulrich.
I can just reminisce about all those pranks he used to do.
That little prankster.
He was such a prankster.
Yeah.
Such a little punk.
The first time we met him,
Yeah.
the one thing that defined him was him being a little pranky boy.
I won't make you roll.
Okay.
I'll say the grieving process helps spur you on to deliver a fairly somber performance of spoons.
As somber as this.
It's almost like
just start throwing
jazz.
coins.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you wanted to do?
No,
Quinn?
I can do the math and realise that we're missing Ulrich and can head count. Everyone get a line. So I can assume that's why Sabine is so cut up. No, I will go down to the hammocks and bury my head in a book doesn't matter. The first book I find in my satchel of books, and just start reading some random page in the middle. Denial, stage 1.
After a couple of hours,
Yeah.
I'll try and remember if I saw any like traveller symbol. Was there any symbology that seemed to indicate the traveller that he had?
I think the only thing that you had was on you, wasn't it? You had like a little symbol.
Because I would
The
have
traveller?
taken his belongings, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So if he had a traveller, the traveller medallion, I'll kind of hold on to it and like kind of concentrate on it and just try and mentally be like, could have used you. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
Say that, and still kind of like stained in Ulrich's blood, which is quite like
Or like tar.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
very thick.
Yeah.
Which even after someone had died a few hours ago, it would still be more liquid than it is at the moment. But yeah, don't hear anything.
Not anticipating anything bad.
yeah.
Just hoping he gets a little like,
Yeah,
could have used you. And then I'll take a quick look at the symbol that I've got, and bullshit. I'll take them both off, and pocket them.
unless there's anything else, you'll head to sleep. Get a long rest.
Hey.
There is a god.
That means you come back at 4 HP, right?
Yeah.
Pick a god and pray.
Can't quite do it.
Relatively restful night for most of you. For you, Quinn, a little bit weird. Last time that you were in a completely void state, you were no longer on this realm.
Mm-hmm.
For most of you, very sore. You in particular, Owain, having gone down. Sorry, having
Gone down.
hit 0 hit points, and you're all quite sore. Sabine, you having the highest perception, just hear various noises of the rest of the crew. They've already started to make some preparations. Throughout the night as well, you hear the sound of Kendrick kind of like scream out in like anguish as he comes out of whatever it affected him and hears about Kajori. But you wake up before anybody else to the rest of the crew already prepping a funeral for the day. So if you want to wake everybody else up, you're more than welcome to.
I'll ask if there's anything I can do to help with the preparations. And
Kendrick, who, although has been healed, you can see that there is like faint, like red marks on him and scarring, and his eyes are quite red and bloodshot. He just says,
I'm so sorry, by the way, for Kajori. We got really fucked up over there.
yeah. Hey, you know, it happens. It's the life of a pirate, hey?
Insight check is you emotional.
Roll an insight check.
You're gonna cry. 12.
12. It's not hard to see that he is not doing well. But he seems to be doing his best to, as captain of the ship, to kind of rise above it.
Holding up under the strain of it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's anything I can do or we can do to help.
It's fine. We're just getting ready now. So if you want to wake everybody up, we're gonna just have a quick ceremony, and we're bury him at sea.
Yeah. Okay. Go and wait the other side.
I'll catch. When did we meet Owain? Before Ulysses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, I was going to speak to Ulysses then,
Mhm.
in private, and say, I take it there was no thing left to save of Ulrich.
Not enough, sadly. I know that he's been beaten up pretty significantly and come back scarred and mangled, but he was eviscerated.
Well, that brings me to my question, a bit of a delicate topic, which is why I've come to you and not anyone else. Do we know the true nature of this curse, power, or depending on your point of view?
The little I've been able to glean in my time with you all is that his soul is tied to something malevolent, and each time he comes back he's visibly kind of stripped of some of his essence. I fear this may be the point at which he is taken from us wholesale. I'm not sure. I wish I could have done something. I felt.
Likewise.
Yeah.
But that crazy...
Who the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
Like pirate ship full of zombies. Like, oh, okay, like weird, but I can take care of it. Some lady that shouts and kills people by shouting.
Flies as well.
And flies.
Yes.
I've never seen someone kill somebody with words before. It's really like impressive and kind of scary.
Let's hope we never run into her again, eh?
Although I feel if we do, we come prepared with earplugs.
Ah, a very good idea.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I might study what ailed Ulrich, and just in case there's a slim chance that perhaps his body has been destroyed, the soul could
I would speak
be
to
recoverable.
Sabine. She's been with him the longest. She will likely have an understanding of what happened to kick it all off. And there was one of your crew. The name Frederick came up, I think.
I wouldn't worry about him.
I don't know the ins and outs, but I seem to remember him being responsible.
But I believe I was there, to be honest. So let me have some time to put a few notes together.
Yeah.
There may.
Well, let me know if you find anything, or if
I don't want to get Sabine's hopes up. Is all. So.
No, of course.
You make your way to the deck of the ship. With most people having slept in somewhat, it's kind of mid-afternoon. Perfectly clear sky. Waves are quite calm. You see that they have kind of put him on almost like a divot on a boat, so that it's like easy to just kind of like push off. And they're kind of somewhat kind of circled around it, and they kind of like nod at you. Hilden puts a hand on your shoulder, just gives you a little nod. Smit looks at you, Sabine, and just gives you a little fist bump from down low. And as everybody kind of centers up, Kendrick steps forward and Kajori was pretty simple, but with that simplicity came kindness that I think a lot of us were undeserving of. I'm not great with words, so I've just got a little thing to say. A life on the ocean wave, a home on the rolling deep, where the scattered waves or scattered waters rave, and the winds their revels keep. Like an eagle caged, I pine on this dull, unchanging shore. Oh, give me the flashing brine, the spray, and the tempest's roar. Kajori, we miss you. And just kind of nods to Ronan and Schmidt, and they make their way forward and start to slide the boat off, and it kind of falls into the water, like, and you just kind of see it now slowly start to float away.
Should probably say some words for Ulrich or something. Maybe, I don't know. Could I say something for Ulrich? Looking at.
As like it floats off, Kendrick's eyes just remain on the floor, and he's just like, yeah, sure, and just kind of like drifts to the back of the crew.
Ulrich, you are.
Cast heroism on Sabine.
Shit.
It's just like a tap on the shoulder. And like you feel the warmth kind of come across. You can't be, mechanically you can't be frightened, but the intention is that it gives you a bit of a
chutzpah.
Yeah.
Courage.
Whoosh. Ulrich, you beautiful green man. We're going to miss you and your ways with words and with law enforcement and your tactical prowess in battle.
So smart.
You really were in so many ways the best of us, so I know I'm going to miss you as my longest traveling companion. I feel like I really understood you in ways. You understood me too. But hopefully, wherever you've gone now will be better than whatever you had going on here and whatever was holding on to you as well. Please. Just comes out of the sky.
Just the first time
Yeah.
skull coming down.
Oh shit.
It's fucking metal as shit, bro.
Anyone else?
One thing I always admired a great deal about our friend was his ability to hit incredibly hard a shoot first and ask questions never mentality. And a softness that he rarely showed but was uniquely him, and we'll miss it a great deal.
You'll slowly start to disperse. You are still sailing, so there are still things that need to be done at the ship. Towards the end, Dahlia comes up to you, Ulysses, and you... Kajori meant a lot to us. I think you made an impression on him, so us and the crew just wanted you to have this. And she hands you a little rope man that has had some of the stitching kind of ripped a little bit, so he's got like a little smiley face. She's like, was one of his favourites.
With a tear rolling down his cheek. Ulysses kind of smiles and nods. And yeah, he struggles to say much of anything beyond thank you.
It's fine. Right.
I don't suppose on his person there was a symbol for the Everlight. That we give you.
Yeah, that's downstairs with the rest of his stuff.
Yeah. He. Faith's a weird thing. I don't know how much you have in it, but
I have none.
yeah, it's weird. Mine comes and goes, but I know that she meant a lot to him.
The waves on the shore, I guess.
Yeah, that's strangely, unexpectedly poetic. But yeah, I know that she meant a lot to him, so if I could do something for him in delivering
Yeah,
a keepsake.
that's fine. Sure. I'm going to get to the helm. Cool.
Sveen just goes off into a quiet space and gets the sending stone. Durgog, one word. Some bad news. Get back in touch when you land in name of place we're heading to.
Waysan.
Waysan.
One word?
One word.
Yeah.
Hope you're keeping safe. Let me know if you're not. You can reply to this message.
You're clickbaiting him.
Yeah.
Some bad news.
After a little bit of time goes by, oh hey, I still have the stone. But when I see him, I'll pass the message on, and then I'll let you know if he has anything to say the following day. Say hi to Quinn for me. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So the rest of the day is yours to do what you want with.
I want to live.
Oh, please to me, Ulrich's cousin Eric. Once we've done.
He's the red-skinned orc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
You have the day.
Starting it on.
Sorry. I'm so
You've got his
sorry.
bits,
I've got his inventory, yeah.
which will include.
Oh, that crazy axe.
All.
Primal. Other
I
stuff.
had a shit ton of stuff in it. All kinds of goodies.
Out of respect, I'm not going to rifle through it yet. I'll give it a little bit of
That's a
time.
bit of a prank. He might have liked it.
Oh, actually, yeah. What do you think?
bro.
What do you think was his favourite thing?
Put it in jelly.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
I was thinking I was gonna sit bare arsed on it.
You know the guy who's like Stu, he knocked out.
Yeah.
As a gesture of kindness to be like, to honour Ulrich, make a stew, but tear up the letter. So there's like no meat or like potatoes or carrots. It's just a letter in gravy, and make sure he eats it.
A letter.
What letter?
I thought he said there was a...
That's your letter.
Yeah, I was just writing a letter.
Yeah,
that's why.
Rip up my letter and put it in
That's
his
why I
soup.
thought
That's like a mega prank.
I thought you were going to make like alphabet spaghetti or something.
No, so I wrote letter, so letters on my mind. Cut that.
Cut that.
Yeah, I
Or
stayed
his
it.
favourite possession is his arm ring.
So I would take the arm ring and toot on
Years
it.
ago.
Oh,
Just a little boop, and then like kind of look at it and nod.
Inside trousers or outside?
Outside.
Oh, okay.
I'm not being a dick.
That's the whole point of a prank,
Gets a
bro.
brown eye. The pink eye, sorry.
Brown.
That's when you actually shit in someone's eye.
Actual shit in your eye. I'll rifle through it.
I think who was the last person to who made that happen?
What, taking the stuff?
No, the roll for what happened for the day. Was it
Oh.
you?
Well, the beginning.
possibly.
Yeah,
Maybe.
or was it
I
you?
haven't done it yet.
Yeah, because I think we were working our way around.
Yeah.
But I think at that point I was sat there.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
do you want to roll?
Tim had rolled, then George had rolled, so you're the reason that Ulrich's dead and Kajori's dead. So as we're working our way around the table, Owain,
It's me, James.
yeah, if you could roll a d20 for me.
Quinn will rifle through Ulrich stuff. That wasn't a joke.
Oh, this is just to see what happens throughout the day.
I want to do it before the day happens.
First, he's woken up in a cold sweat.
So that was
19.
on a d10.
Oh, I thought you said
You
D20.
said D20.
Sorry.
I've
Yeah.
got a few ideas.
My mistake. If you could roll a d10 for me.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
Is it
Is
a 10
it?
or a 1?
That's
On a
That's-
100.
You never roll. You
it's
never
a 1.
rolled a 0.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Yeah.
100.
So that's a 1.
Okay, cool.
Double 0 is a 10.
Yeah.
Good to know. Sai just lost his dice, everybody.
It's 10. It's not 1. It's 10.
No, I rolled 1, but we were double checking to make
Oh.
sure it wasn't 10.
Yeah.
What'd you roll then? On the floor.
7.
Ah.
Okay, thank you. It's good to know.
Someone else is going to die.
It's in amongst my stuff, so
So-
I'll go through my stuff to get to it.
Well, I'll ask.
So you're looking to go for
I
your
want,
stuff.
yeah, because I haven't got enough wisdom to be considerate, so I want to look for stuff.
Cool. It's in the bag of holding, so we just need to...
Let's think of Ulrich. I'm just keep pulling things out until they grasp in the air.
Yeah, sure. So you pull out all of his stuff.
And I'm looking for stuff in any way that is related to either of his two sugar daddies.
Yeah. So
any notes? Anything?
what specifically do you have in your inventory relating to the traveller or
Someone else.
I don't have anything related to Phalanx. I
Right.
just have that medallion,
Which I pocketed.
which you pocketed already.
Yeah.
Right. So not a lot. There's his armband. There's his weapons. There's his armour.
Did you get a magic weapon from the trickster?
Deck of many things. There's the traveller.
Traveler,
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's the Ulrich is the trickster.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Traveller and the tricks.
My
He's the
maul.
original trickster.
I have a
Original.
maul, the pyre maul, and then I also have a javelin of lightning as well.
Nah, nothing for me then. I'll have it all back in the bag.
Okay.
I probably at some point would ask Quinn, like, did you identify this the pyre? Did you spend
I think
time like
so. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Nothing weird about it, is there?
not within the limits of the spell. No.
Okay.
Shit-eating grin over there.
You're more than well.
I'll kind of hold my sword and the maul and like look between the two of them and be like,
Ketchup? Ketchup.
bear in mind the spell is limited, so there is a risk. And there's
No.
always an inherent risk.
of course. I'm more of a stabby slashy than a smashy stab, like, you know. This is
Crushy.
really cool.
Crushy mashy.
Yeah.
Masterpiece.
I'll look after it. He may come back. If he comes back,
You can give it back to him.
He gets it back. If he doesn't, maybe we sell it. Sell it, my shield.
I might.
Get another diamond.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be handy actually. Yeah. Every cloud.
He's dead 20 minutes. And,
Went into denial and then just shot straight to the end of pragmatism.
whatever helps you get through it, man.
I'm trying to find stuff to make you come back, but you had nothing because it was all done in
If I
parallel dimensions.
if I'm aware of that, right? That you're doing that. Yeah. 'cause
You could have asked me. I'm not
You
being
spoke,
discreet
you
about that.
spoke, yeah, you spoke to me about it.
Mhm.
Can I roll to see if I would catch him Not that he's being discreet, but if I stumbled across him looking through.
You didn't keep a diary, did you?
Yeah, you just see him going through all that stuff. Yeah.
And I'll just ask, like, what are you looking for?
Any artifacts that might have been touched by either of the creatures or beings that were he was under the influence of, or any?
Toss you the ichor covered medallion.
You do find a really crude like drawing of like a campfire, and then what you can make out to be like everybody sat around the campfire, just like, and he's written in like really bad handwriting, like family.
Oh, no, shut up, Tim.
Stop it. La Familia.
All in the car.
Yeah. Vin Diesel's at the top of the table.
Oh, yeah.
He sat on the hood.
Jesus Christ, sat next to him.
I will roll that up. Again, not discreetly. I'll roll that up and pocket that
Smoke it.
for the time being. Yeah, his family's the real high.
This is wholesome as fuck.
You choke, you just say, "Oh, you little bitch."
You want to get some of this shit?
That's real wholesome shit. That's funny.
You want a heart to film? You want your insides to film nice?
I'll roll up the family drawing and pocket that.
Just out of curiosity, which one of my characters was it?
Frederick.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ah, the one who sold your soul.
And catch this symbol, and it's a symbol of
The traveller.
so the most recent one.
Yeah, and it is still covered in like sticky blood.
Prestidigitate that off as I hold it by the chain. Okay, that's it. I'll pocket that for now. The day's going on. I'm not about to start doing that now. I'll keep this. That might help in any research or any
By all means,
references if I ever come across other people who are learned about these things, more learned than myself. Then we might be able to use them knowledge.
Is that a hint of humility?
No, more sarcasm.
Thought we had a breakthrough. Okay. Oh well.
Perhaps another one of us needs to die for that to happen.
Yeah. Too soon. Like we just lost Kajori. Like we knew that Ulrich was going to die.
He was a dullard there, right?
Where are you saying this right now?
Just like in the hammock space.
Okay.
It's like
The rest of the crew are actually working, so none of them heard you say that.
Walk the plank,
you were
bitch.
Dead.
And yeah, I kind of, not in an intimidating way, but kind of get quite close and are like, you will not speak ill of that man. Understood?
Yes.
He was treasured amongst his crew, and he had far greater an impact on me than I understand.
Fuck you. Oh, apologies.
It's not all fucking wits, dude. It's not about what's in your brain, it's what's in your heart. Come on!
I'll leave you to mourn.
Get to
That was the most moss thing I've ever said. I'll leave you to mourn.
And I
crying.
if there's like a little barrel or something, I'll kick it over on the way away. Just like, what a fucking arsehole.
I make a note of that in my book. Don't
Disrespect the dead.
But only around Ulysses.
More testing required.
Fuck me.
So the ship's fucking cursed or something.
So you.
What's happening on somewhere a
Yeah.
different deck to this one? That's good.
So, as per your role, nothing happens. It's a plain day of sailing.
Ben's kind of annoyed that there isn't some cataclysmic event to crush this awkwardness.
Yeah, nothing happens. It's a relatively plain day. There is a somber mood over the ship. Most of them kind of keep to themselves and just kind of crack on with work. There is a distinct kind of absence with Kajori not being on the ship anymore. But eventually the day transitions into the evening. Anything anybody wants to do, we will push on to the next day.
Sabine just wants to make a note. She's got a note on her which she's written in Thieves' Cant about like basically instructions if she dies, but she's going to make an extra note on the back, like a PTO, and she's going to write at the top of the page, Maggie Hummage.
Just
like,
destroy.
Die.
Little skull and crossbones.
Yeah. And then Frederick? Question mark? Did she see the Death Knight? No, she wouldn't know.
No.
So she doesn't know about
The
that.
only person that saw that was Ulrich.
Alright then.
What's that?
You saw that the Death Knight was Frederick.
Ah.
Yeah, don't worry then. So yeah, just Maggie Hummage at the top of
Badass.
That's good.
I want to, sometime during that day then, I want to approach Sabine and say, I was looking through Ulrich's belongings, searching for a means to perhaps undo what has happened here, and I found this, and I had to give you the family portrait that he drew, and say it appears to depict some of us. You might like to have it more than I would.
It's been looking good in the picture? Or?
Yeah. Voluptuous.
Sick.
Has Ulrich really been like...
I really want to. It's like a stick.
The rest of the sticks, and it means like.
You know that picture of like the horse's legs leading up to the head?
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Sabine,
Plus crap.
Sabine first of all checks that, nods and smiles, and then instantly is just washed over with just like sadness again. She's like, yeah, thanks for bringing this to my attention. And you just see another tear. She's like, yeah, and then she just puts it away. But thank you. Do you think you can really undo that? I mean, I kind of watched the whole thing. There wasn't much left.
I don't
and
know.
then it got blown up.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Don't get too hopeful.
No, I'm not at this point. Should probably tell you at some point who that woman was, right? That might be useful.
You know her.
Well, we don't know her. Early on, we were doing a job. Ulrich, me, Frederick, Sibo.
Mm-hmm.
Sibo?
No, it would have been
Yeah.
Mordathus.
No,
Instead of Frederick.
Oh yeah.
Sibo was there,
Yeah.
but I think it was
Mordathus.
Mordathus.
And Sibo. We were meant to save her son, but we couldn't because of like these like null things. And yeah, Ulrich always had an inkling she was into some weird kind of like necromancy shit. And well, fuck me, he was right.
Mm.
Just
So
feel like ill the dead mate.
I mean, she didn't have to get that pissed about it.
We'll have we'll reconvene this chat when we're all together at dinner, I think.
Okay. Well,
Good day.
well, thank you for trying to bring them back if you can.
If it is around dinner time, I want to be helping whoever's making dinner.
Yeah, sure. It would be Ronan.
I just go in and start helping without saying anything.
So after your last debacle, where you said that you would take over cooking, so that you would use magic to do so, and made an okay meal. After recent events, you join him, and he just doesn't say anything. He just continues to prep and slides things over to you every now and again, and you make
Some real masculine shit.
make a. I guess just roll a d20, and you can't add your proficiency modifier, but I say just add your wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's survival. So yeah,
It's only an 8.
with advantage because he's
Oh.
doing it with you.
12.
12. It's an okay meal. There's not a lot of
Sad
heart
meal.
in it because it's almost like the heart of the ship has died.
Oh,
Goddamn!
Damn.
So you all gather around the ship on the deck towards the helm part. And yeah, it's still fairly somber.
Are we eating dinner?
Yeah.
All of us together.
Yeah. Hello.
I don't want to bang on the table because of the mic. Ulysses, I was informed earlier on, after our discussion about the magical flying screamy woman, our companions and erstwhile companions had encountered her before.
And I'm learning of this now.
Indeed.
What? Who the fuck was that?
Well, we didn't really know who she... Well, I didn't know who she was until things really started kicking off, so we couldn't really go backwards at that point. We came across her when I first met Ulrich and two others that were traveling with us at the time. We tried to save her son.
She said something about her son. She screamed very loudly, "I won't let you stop me getting my son back."
Oh, that was the thing that killed me.
Then you died.
Yeah. Well, we tried to save her son. We failed, and Ulrich and all of us broke the news to her, and...
You didn't kill her son though?
No, we didn't.
I feel like she overreacted a bit.
I mean...
A tad.
Yeah, and the thing that's even worse is that Ulrich had a feeling, like a gut feeling, that she was going to try and do something.
What he lacks in brain feelings, he made up for in gut feelings. That tummy hum of his,
Yeah.
you know?
I really don't
Shut
think
up,
this will
Martin.
be the last we see of her. And I was
Well-
going to ask if you can message her. That might be something we could try.
Just to be clear, when you gave her son back, you did it in quite a disrespectful and almost patronising way. I think largely because of Ulrich.
Poetic.
For the tape.
Because you guys are not, the audience is not privy to this. Yeah, you went to save her son. You got there too late. You presented her boy, kind of, I believe it was like packed up, and just kind of like handed it over to her, and she was unhappy. You kind of were a bit like, "Oh, deal with it." And then when she was trying to prepare her son, Ulrich was like, "Oh, you're doing something," and barged in there, and she was just like preparing her son.
But for these guys...
For these guys, so
She was like a
Ulysses,
total bitch.
for Ulysses and Danilo, Quinn, yeah, she was.
And this will be the first time I'm...
Sorry, and
Yeah.
Owen. She's just kind of overreacting, really.
Go for it.
Well, so my purpose of this dinner time call would be, can we make sure we all know about everything that's any people we've wronged in the past?
I've got a passive insight of 14. Would I buy that version of events?
Well, there was other bits to it. It wasn't just that.
Mine's 18.
That is essentially what happened.
No, because there was some kind of like weird
Something stood out
symbols.
to you.
That was someone else, because you found out afterwards that there was someone from a different religion there.
It's a platinum dragon.
That's what
Yeah.
initially got me onto it.
Yep.
And then I insight checked her as we were talking at the door, and yeah, she appeared to be being less
Off
than
with
truthful.
you. Yes. Because she didn't trust you.
Yeah,
Because you were
Didn't
trying to get
save her
into her
son.
house.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
the facts are the facts. She was a baddie.
Your Honour, we rest our case.
He was like me, so
Yeah. Anyone checking that? Or?
Well, it's my passive insight.
I would
is-
say from your... You can make an insight check.
No, I mean, I have no reason to disbelieve Sabine.
Yeah, but from Sabine's perspective, that is how shit went down.
we've got witness bias, whatever it is, right now.
Yeah. But I agree, we should probably share our history with the group, looking at Quinn the whole time. Not like how
How did you first?
But we should probably share what happened in not one of them, Luxem.
Yeah, because I don't think Ulysses necessarily knows.
But,
I know that
Or
I
Owain.
know that you've been through there, but I don't know the extent of it.
just so.
maybe not around. Maybe not around the rest of
No,
them.
maybe when we reach land.
We're terrorists. We're bad people. And we're on your ship.
It's, we're here now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
all we can do turn it around.
They pull out the plank.
I suppose I should share with you the only kind of skeleton in my closet, the creature that we met when we fought the Crimson Raiders. The large thing that we managed to avoid is what eviscerated my former party, which is why I was quite keen to get away from it. That's the extent of my skeletons, and we're leaving that continent behind, so I don't foresee that being any kind of problem. Yeah, that's basically.
That makes sense.
Owen, what's your deal?
Yeah, does anyone else have anything else to
I know
share?
that you've got some. I'm certain there's something you haven't shared with us.
Yeah, so am I actually.
There's like a gleam of sweat.
Yeah, because you said you were going to cook that dinner one time and then nothing happened. So that was really suspicious.
Yeah. Suspicious.
As you're all aware, I have been on the run for some time.
You don't need that.
For a totally non-violent crime. For deserting my brigade. However, they're not the only people looking for me.
Did Quinn, you read his letter?
Mm-hmm.
Did Quinn read his letter? Did you
Sabine
shoot?
told you.
You told me about it. Okay, I want to shoot Sabine a message under the table. Pew! Cantrip. It's like Han Solo.
Yeah.
And I want to send you a message that just says, do you want to bring up the letter? And you can reply.
Let's see if he's honest. Is the reply.
Who else? Obviously, the desertions. As a son of a military man, I understand that that's tantamount to killing your own boys. But why would anyone else be after for that?
So the reason I was in the Temple Knights was to get away from the noble house I was staying at that I'd lived in for a few decades. The house is owned by the noble family, the Deslantiers.
Would I have heard of the Deslantiers?
Make a history check.
Come from privilege, but that doesn't seem to amount for shit. That is 7.
No.
No,
It doesn't ring a bell.
can't be that noble. I've never heard of it.
You
Very Quinn move. Nice.
well, long story short, they were one of the first families to open up and support relationships between elves and other races.
Oh, yeah, I come from a very homogenous society. Yes.
As you can tell, I'm not fully elven.
No, you're part human.
Correct.
Which, no, that's not appropriate to ask.
Well, my father, Virion, was an ambassador of the family, and he was shipped to the Moonshade Isles. He was considered an expendable member of the family, which is why he wouldn't stay too near the house. He was a representative. The Deslantier house and House Kendrick, which is on the Moonshade House, shared a tight connection. Anyway, I digress. I stayed with my cousins for many years, and in such a public setting, it's probably not a relationship I'd want to go into too much detail about.
They all seem fairly distracted, but I understand your need for discretion.
As soon as the opportunity arose to leave, I was aware of the connection between the house and the Temple Knights, as there's a large religious connection, and I moved there to avoid any suspicion or questions, and kept myself on a short leash and was visible. Without rousing suspicion, I used the time and the skills and the knowledge I gained of travel to one day decide to leave my position as a scribe, with only my mentor, Sayri, maybe one of the only people I've had a real connection with in my life. And I've been on the run since, attempting to avoid any stations. And as you saw previously, they've been looking for me.
Yeah.
Upon coming on this ship, and this is so much truth, for the life of me I don't know how, but I found a letter in my belongings to say...
Oh, if we're all doing a share circle. I'll be totally honest, I saw... who was it that got the letter?
Delivery boy.
On the dock?
Just some guy.
One of the guys on the crew got it though, right? From someone on the dock.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I think it was Ronan.
I saw Ronan intercept... Well, he was given a letter. I intercepted him. Didn't know whose letter it was, and then opened it and saw it was yours. And read it. So I'm glad you're being really honest, but that's how the letter got here. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I hope we're still cool. Probably not.
You didn't know it was mine.
Well, I opened it and then I knew it was yours. I was like, oh right, it's...
Had his name on the front, but...
Yeah.
You can inside check that if you want.
I could have.
I mean, I definitely don't believe you.
I could have tried harder to get your book back from Silas.
I was like being honest for everything.
Yeah.
I didn't try very hard at all. I knew he had it. He definitely had it. It wasn't me.
Seems
As you guys are sharing all of this, like most of the crew have like slowly just started walking away because a lot of them are like, it's fucking weird.
It's an energy around that table.
Yeah. Real intense. Like, just with our bows as a suit.
well,
Good old cowboy film, just eyes dying backwards and forwards.
Just sweat dripping down the bow.
Went to an empty seat where Ulrich will
Yeah.
sit in.
Oh.
And an empty seat where Kajori.
He wouldn't be at the table.
He'd be sat
Because he's
in
a dollar, right?
That was Quinn.
But yeah, I'm sorry, but seeing as we're being honest, I'm going to be fully open with you.
I appreciate you eventually giving me the letter, roughly understanding the sentimental and catastrophic value it would have to know that someone you're travelling with is being tracked, and to not perhaps bring it up sooner.
I didn't really follow the letter that well. I didn't really know who was what.
For the life of me, don't understand the hostility I've received since joining this party, but I apologise if my presence...
It's not your presence at all. It's you're great. I think we've gotten on fairly well. I think there's a misunderstanding of your devotion and the intensity of that.
A distraction from the life that I had outside of the temple.
Which, now that we understand that a bit better, that, makes sense. We all have our hobbies.
I only wish to see...
As Ulysses says that, he pats him on the shoulder with like a chuckle. As in, like, fully aware how inappropriate that is.
I only wish to see Sayri once more before I fear my cousins catch up with me.
Have I been mishearing it? Is it Sayri that's the god that you worship?
No, Sayri was my mentor. She taught me how to fight.
Sayanin is the god version of her.
Well, no, they're just...
Different.
Yes.
Okay, I'm reading too much into,
The names that happen to be very similar.
yeah.
Well,
But maybe you were like, oh, I love my mentor, and I'll devote myself to this god that's like my mentor.
they are both caring, and I like to think Sayri did learn a lot from the teachings of the three sisters, who ultimately are my deities. But I'm afraid my time may be coming to an end if my cousins know my whereabouts.
Well, we'll protect you.
Yeah. You're not the only one on the run. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure there are other criminals in the world.
Are the crew all gone now? Is it just us up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point now.
So we might have got into some shit as well in Luxem. I think we pretty much sparked the war off over there. Not deliberately,
No, of course.
but we were kind of made into scapegoats for it.
I'm only passingly familiar with the details, but there was an attack of some kind?
Yeah, so basically when we arrived in Luxem, Ulrich got caught by the authorities. We tried to break him out. That failed. Then they wanted to publicly execute us. We escaped, but by doing so we kind of became scapegoats for a conflict to start. So yeah, don't worry, you're not the only one on the run.
Do I remember correctly that you used to travel with a man named Mordithus?
Yes, yeah. And Frederick. And Sibo. And,
That's a name I've heard back home. That's someone I've actually met many, many years ago.
Mordithus.
News of his death passed through the religious circles.
Did you know him personally? Or?
No. He was a face we'd seen at the noble house. Him and his crew of strange men would visit time to time. But his name was disgraced upon death and was touted as a terrorist.
Oh, right.
Well, it sounds like he wasn't, after all. So maybe we can, once we're done emancipating Ulrich's family,
Taking down the Crimson Legion. Was that one and the same?
Affecting some change within the Crimson Legion. Maybe we can go about clearing your name.
That'd be great.
Or bring some kind of justice. Maybe we can go about making sure that your mentor is safe. I don't have a lot to do, but looks like our dance card's pretty full, boys and girls.
Goosh! As you are discussing this, you hear a loud smash and breaking of wood as just past the mast, you see just outside of the camp light where all your food is, you see a large humanoid figure kind of crouched down, splintered wood around his body.
Like a superhero landing, or
Terminator.
More Terminator, yeah.
Oh.
Completely naked.
Hot.
And you see Ulrich look up at you lot. And that's where we'll end it.
Please be friendly. Please be friendly.
Loving the Terminator reference. Yeah.
Just because it's getting late. I know it's not.
Son of God,
I know it's not as long as what we
Couldn't
normally
take
do.
credit for that.
But
I looked at the Ammonet and he turned up. That's cause and effect.
all right. Thank you very much for everybody joining in this session. As always, feel free to hit us up on all the various podcast platforms. Head over to the YouTube channel as well. Tweet at us if you want to win some dice.
Still there. Just
It's
tweet us
still going.
dice.
It's still going.
We'll send them. Yeah.
Nice.
Hit us up on the Instagrams as well. Thanks for joining us. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.